You're talking about authentic expression flowing. And you asked me about, when I was up there talking about what my vision was. I don't think that I really talked enough about what I wanted because, again, that fear of something that I deal with is like fear of speaking in front of people sometimes. And what I realized is like I have so many different aspirations that I don't allow myself to really dream big enough about. And like I would love to start a podcast. I actually started a podcast with my friend. It's called Your Morning Maxi, and we talked all about like helping women in their 20s to become just the best version of themselves. And honestly, it does resonate with what I'm doing with confidence coaching, but she is a fitness brand and it has to do with confidence as well. But I want to do something that is my own, like with my own brand, my own personal brand. And so I really want to start my own podcast. I would love to write a chapter book one day. Like, I think that is awesome. I mean, just like, so, like, I don't know if I've ever heard somebody say, I want to write a book. And I'm sure people have said it before, but it's just like, for me, it's not something I would say, like, I want to write a book, So, like, it's not normal so it's awesome. Like, you definitely should.
Yeah.
Once you feel like called for and like, okay, like this is the book I want to make, go for it. Yeah. Like it's going to be down the road, but I am someone who is such a talker. Like I love to talk. And I think that there's a misconception that talking a lot like is a bad thing, but it's not. It's more so you're talking to the wrong people. If there's certain people who are not going to be able to, be on your same level and listen to you constantly. And it's obviously like it's a back and forth thing. Like if I was just talking this whole time, you just listening, it's not a conversation. It's just me one way.
Yeah.
But
It's what I said in the group the other day. I'm not sure if you saw it. Mike had said it. Let me pull it up so I don't misquote. Do you remember? It's when you're in a line. It was something along the lines of when you're in alignment. Here, let me not butcher it, and let me pull it up real quick because it was really powerful. Once I heard him say that, I was like, "Holy smokes!" Right? Amazing. When you're in alignment, the right people align and the wrong people decline.
Yep.
Right. And that comes exactly to what you're saying. Like, if you're speaking and people are declining it, it's not for them.
Oh, exactly.
But I'm sure like there's on the other spectrum, people are thankful that you're saying this, right? So there's always like this two balance, and I've always struggled with that too. It's like, do people want to listen to this? Like, do people actually, like, am I speaking to their ears or is this going through, right? And eventually, like, you'll come to realize, like some people really took it and ran with it, and it helped them, and then others just it went through one ear and out the other.
And you might feel the need to censor yourself.
Exactly.
Listening to you.
Exactly.
Feel that way.
And then, but you don't like truly like once you, and it might need to like, you might have to do it before you even get feedback, right? But once you get feedback that like, hey, that actually helps people, it gets easier. But I feel like in the beginning, it's the hardest part because you don't have that feedback and you don't know like people are truly taking what you're saying, and it's like, so I think it took like for people to say, hey, like what you said the other day really helped me. I'm like, oh, so people are listening. Yeah. So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We just went into like,
oh my God. The way I speak is I'll go from like this topic to this topic to this topic, and I'm like
ADHD kind of style. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, is like, I used to think, and sometimes it still comes up to me, it's one of my limiting beliefs that I am overwhelming. And something that Ben Clark actually said is, you want to take the limiting belief and you want to reframe it. So how is a way that you can take that feeling of I am overwhelming and retrain your brain or reframe the way you view it? So after going through the exercise you showed us, it was like,
I remember that. You say,
oh yeah. It's not I am overwhelming, but the reframe that I came up with is that I am passionate.
And wow.
The second that I said that out loud or on the Zoom call, I was like, that's
Wow.
it's like so powerful.
What a shift.
Yes, such a shift. And I think that, something that I've done and with my past is any of my limiting beliefs, whether it's like I am overwhelming or I am annoying or people don't like me or I talk too much or whatever it might be, I reframe it. What's the opposite of that belief that I can start believing about myself? And so again, I am overwhelming can be I am passionate. People don't like me. Not everyone is for me. Or like I am not for everyone, but accepting that because, and one of the main things I think about a lot is with people please, I want everyone to like me. Yeah, I used to feel this way. And what over time has happened is I retrained my brain to think, well, first of all, I'm like, but I don't like everyone. And that's okay. Like, not everyone is for us.
Yeah.
So I can't have this unrealistic idea of somebody else or everyone is like you.
I love that. I never thought about that. I never thought about, I don't like everyone, so why would everyone like me?
That's one of the biggest shifts I think I've had.
That's really good.
And that is like, that's
That
way to make you
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. The one shift, and I can't say I've completely had this shift because I think we always seek approval from everyone, but you get better at it, right? And the one thing, and I think it was like during an Alex Hormozy kind of thing, it's you have to be on one spectrum, right? If you're mediocre, like, yes, maybe you won't have haters, but you're also just that. Like,
so surface level.
you're just mediocre. Like, you have to align with one side or the other. And whenever you align with this side or that side, the opposing side is going to hate you. And not necessarily, like, hate you and despise you, but they're just not going to like you, right? And at that point, I was like, do I want to be mediocre just to get decent approval from most? Or do I want to be passionate and show my passion about this one thing? And I may make enemies, I make, whatnot, but at least I spoke my truth and I was passionate. And also the people on this side, they absolutely love you. You have raging fans, you have raging best friends, like, versus just being here. You're kind of no one's friend, like here or here. They're like, this is person. Yeah. So yeah. And I believe this was like Alex Hormozy said it some way or whatever, but I was like, damn, like, okay. Like I do need to essentially, because I've always like tiptoed and there's things that like I'm passionate about, and it could be politics too, right? But I'm like very tiptoey about
Me
that.
too, right? Share anything about politics.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid.
Like politics, religion, blah, blah, blah. And, there's stuff happening in the world right now where you typically like, I want to be careful. But at one point I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to like truly go for what I truly believe in, what I think is right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, but I do, like, I am still very, like, sometimes I hear, but then I'm like, oh, no, like, there's hesitancy, kind of thing, like,
Yeah.
wait, but I want everybody to like me, so let me come back here. And
It's the most dangerous path you can go down.
yeah,
But the thing is, and again, this is another shift that I've made, is that, again, when you realize that you can't make everyone like you and that, there's no other option, you're able to start showing up more authentically. Like, then that's when you can drop all the walls. Because this is what people pleasing does to us. It causes us to be a yes man or yes woman and just agree to everything. And we end up putting others' needs before ours. You're so like, whatever you want, whatever's going to make you happy. Or in our case, like whatever's going to make you like me.
yeah,
It's always like being agreeable.
yeah,
I think is a huge part of like people pleasing and wanting people to like us. And I think that with honestly, like people pleasing is such a huge thing with confidence that I dealt with. And like the way you're speaking about it, like you're dealing with it too. And I would say yes to everyone. Like I wouldn't even think twice about it. Like if you ask me any question, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Like I didn't even think because I was so that automated response of anything you want. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I don't want you to be mad at me. I don't want to get in trouble, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And so everyone naturally liked me. But would you rather somebody like you for not being yourself and for just like doing whatever,
fake-
like whatever
The
you
fake
want,
you.
the thing you, not authentic you? Or would you rather say no to a couple people? Maybe you hurt their feelings, but is it actually hurting their feelings or is it just you setting a boundary?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing we have to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, as you're saying that, like, something also pops up. You said something earlier. Woo! Oh my God. Poor ladies.
Wait, I feel like that one right in his face.
No.
Oh my God.